seeing a clock. There's a message here about time. There's a big emphasis on time. Time is not a small thing in this message. Time is a very large thing. I'm not only seeing that this is a message about time, I'm also hearing the bells ringing. I'm hearing the clock chime. I'm hearing that a moment in time has arrived. A cycle has been completed. A new cycle is beginning. I'm seeing that this time is governing. I'm seeing that you are answering to this time. You are answering to the chimes. You are answering the call. This time is important. And what this time is marking is a turning point inside of you. It's a turning point for your soul. It's a turning point for your perception. It's a time where you will stop and you will look and you will see things differently. It's a shift that will stop traffic. It will gain the attention of everyone. And in this moment, time will stand still. And you will pay so much attention, more than you've ever paid before. You will pay attention to this moment in time where you will feel yourself fully for the first time ever. And it may make you cry. It may make you rejoice. It may make you fall to your knees. But it will be a great truth, and you will know that it is truth. But truth often comes in the form of the tower that falls. It falls because the foundation beneath it was not built on anything solid or stable or real or truthful. And so the tower falls. And in that moment when the tower falls, there could be tears, there could be pain, it could be perceived as tragedy. But in actual fact, the curtains are just opening and the strings are being seen above the puppets. And so the comfort that will come like a wave will be the truth, knowing that it is the truth. At least it is the truth. And at least you finally know the truth. And in this moment, I'm seeing you taking more notice of everything around you, the air, all your senses, the smell. You're going to notice all the little things you don't normally notice with your eyes. You're going to see through the constructs, you're going to see through the buildings, and you're going to be more aware of the elements than ever before. And you're going to be aware of nature more than ever before. The true nature of yourself more than ever before. And the world will very much stand still. The world as we know it, because that world can no longer be. That world will die. But it will be the truth. The truth will kill that world. The truth will kill that world for you. And when this happens, all these different things will come up from the depths of yourself. Feelings of shame, feelings of regret, unresolved pain, all of the relationships you've ever had, all of the entanglements that your heart has been involved in, it will all come to light, and the truth will ask you to place it where it needs to be placed, and it will be like a great coming clean for you. You will have to come clean, but this will be a desire that comes from inside of yourself, and so this will be the beginning of reconciliation for yourself, to finally come into true alignment with yourself and your true nature and what it is you're meant to do here. And part of that is tying up all of these loose ends, all of this unresolved trauma. It'll be about making amends and forgiveness, most importantly, forgiveness, because forgiveness is ultimately what you're going to be called to do, and it'll be forgiving yourself as much as forgiving anybody else. And remember, forgiveness is love. Forgiveness is love, and love is truth. Love is a truth. I can hear my children at my office door. So let's take that as a sign that although this message may seem heavy, there's also something about innocence being restored, looking the way children look. You know, the way that we lost when we were forced to think like the adults that were capable of going to work and working in the system for money, for paper. If you think about it, we live in a way that is not conducive to nature at all. It is completely man-made. How we are educated, how we are brought up, everything is not natural at all. And I feel like there's a message about how children are before they are contaminated with these things, before they are engineered to think in a certain way and to act a certain way. They are full of so much more wonder and creativity and freedom, and they do not see black or white. They do not see the difference between Muslim, Christian, etc. They they don't look like that. They are forgiving and they are accepting. There's a great message about getting back on track to how life is supposed to be and how life is supposed to be experienced. Because it's not supposed to be experienced the way that we do. This world isn't supposed to be the way that it is. And neither is how we live our lives every day. We've been led so far astray, and it was hard to ever believe that we would ever find our freedom again. But now, just as we are about to lose it all, there is a sign in this message that we are going to get it all back, regardless. I'm hearing a hum. I'm hearing a hum that you will hear too. It'll be the sound of truth. It'll be something we've never heard before. Something that was drowned out by all the noise. But we will hear it again. It's a deep hum, a constant hum, a frequency. And I'm feeling like we will, as a collective, we will have a feeling for things that we didn't have before. We will be more in tune with feeling and how we feel. And so I see you having this feeling, and right as I say this, I'm holding an amethyst tip. I don't know if I can get that on camera. It goes into focus. So I'm holding this amethyst tip, and I'm very aware as I'm talking that my hand feels very different with this tip in it. It's not just my hand. If I put this tip down, my hand feels a different way, but once I pick this tip up, my hand does not feel the same anymore. And that's because I've introduced this amethyst tip to my fingers, to my nerves, and I'm very much aware of how it feels and the shape of it and how heavy or light it is, and I'm very consciously, in a very conscious way. And I'm feeling that for you, this will become a thing. This is something that will change for you. It will be how you interact with everything and how you use your eyes and how you see. You will pay more attention to the things that you never saw before. Because when your eyes are no longer distracted, you will see what you're meant to see. And you will be able to see what is real and what is fake. What is right and what is wrong. What is right and what is wrong. So there is hope in your future, and there is power, and there is self-discovery, and there is freedom. There is light. But first it's necessary for the light to be held in the darkness. And that's what will happen first. The light will be held in the darkness for all to come to light, for the darkness to be exposed. And there is darkness in all of us. And darkness isn't something to fear. It's also important to know darkness in order to appreciate the light. I can see my battery's about to run out. Again, time. Now somebody's trying to open my door very urgently, but it's locked. And it's my daughter, so I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. So, where was I? Well, first of all, let's just pay attention to my daughter turning up on my door and wanting my attention. And she couldn't open my door because I locked my door, anticipating that that might happen. So I would say that if we go back to the beginning of this message with the clock, that the time is now, the time is imminent. The calling is at the door. And you have the key to open the door. And it's very important that you make that first move and you put the key in the lock and you turn the key, because you have to be willing. And so you have to choose this for yourself. You have to choose to open that door. It's very much a choice at the end of the day, because again, that is your truth. You have to choose your fate. You have to be willing to let the truth in. And lots of people are afraid of the truth. They've been taught to fear the truth because they've been taught to live without conscience. And of course, truth will always call you to meet your conscience and to be held accountable for your conscience. And if you live without truth, you just get further and further away from your conscience, from right and wrong. And especially if you live in a world of inversion, where they tell you that it's okay to be like this, and because they've told you, you feel like you have their permission, and they have essentially replaced God. But in the end of it all, there will just be God, there will just be the universe, and you, there will just be you and your conscience and God, or whatever you want to call God. I say God because that's a word that everybody recognizes, and so you know what I mean when I say God. But the universe, the source, Sophia, it has many names. It's very much a judgment, but not a judgment that sends you to hell. It's a judgment which brings you back into true alignment with yourself and gets you back on the straight path, back on the straight and narrow. It's a recalibration, not a reset, a recalibration. Nothing is reset. We don't want a reset. We don't want to deny anything, only find true alignment again. We want to keep the knowledge that we've gained. We want to keep the wisdom, the gift that we got from it all. I'm being drawn to dogs. Something about the relationship between a human being and a dog, as in it being a representation of a truth, of a true It's not a relationship of deceit. It's a relationship of the dog understands that you look after the dog, you feed the dog, you care for it, you give it love, etc. It gives you the same back in return. There's an honest exchange there. There's no deceit, there's no trickery, there's no confusion, the lines aren't blurred. So that's important. That's important for me to say that. It has some importance. Especially in relation to your human relationships. Because they have to be less complicated. There has to be more truth in them. The reason why they're so complicated is because everybody is avoiding truth. Everybody is avoiding the truth. Everybody is lying to themselves. Everybody has been taught not to face the truth. So you have a lot of people acting without accepting the consequences, without knowledge even of the consequences, without taking accountability for the consequences, without being held accountable for the consequences. And in some cases it's endless, back and forth. No one ever cuts the ties. No one ever figures it out. Everybody is powerless. Everybody is the victim of their own, well, both ignorance, naivety. It's a corrupted innocence. But it's a mess. Everybody is entangled in it. They're entangled in each other. And there is a lack of understanding of truth. What is the truth? And that is what is about to come into the light. If you open that door for the light to come in, at least. So for those people who are ready to open that door, for those people who have found their key, it's time now to open that door. The clock has struck the hour. The knocking is at the door. It's time.